Alrighty. Hey guys. Seal here. It's been a bit, but we're gonna continue reading Higurashi When They Cry. Last time I remember I do believe we saved a legally distinct Colonel Sanders. Or Kintakun, as Rena lovingly calls him. But that was the highlight of the chapter, basically. As per usual, we do all tips at the end of the chapter, so we'll see if we get one this chapter.
どうだったケイちゃん。レイナさんの家に行ったでございますか?
And yes, we delivered one Colonel Sanders to her.
すごかったでしょ? そんなことないよね。ね。
Unlike my house, their Ryugu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. The problem was the yard. There is crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. They're all the same as Colonel Sanders. Stuff you'd see while walking around in town. Did she steal a bunch of, like, mascots? Oh my god, yes, the cake shop's mascot, Little Licky. That's not the name? The Totalmon in front of the pharmacy. Is that a Digimon? She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of the department store. Rena, what is wrong with you, girl?
そこまでは100歩譲って可愛いことにしてもいい。だがあの郵便ポストは変だぞ。ああいうのってまずいんじゃないのか？
だって、はあ、可愛いんだもん。
She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight.
出かけりゃいいのか？出かけりゃ。
Just like this big. Keiichi, don't say that.
お部屋には小さいものがごっちゃりと陳列してありますの。
Stop, don't say that. In the windows, please.
前に拝見したことがあるでございますわ。
で、リカちゃんみたいな可愛い子は地下室にしまうのか？
うんうん、何でもしまっちゃうよ。はあ、可愛い。
This girl's gonna end up on a watch list. My god. So she takes anything she likes back to her nest. No ill will intended.
なあ、レナ。ニューヨークに自由の女神って。
Okay, you know.
あれ、可愛いか？
うん、可愛いよ。はあ、欲しいよ。
No. The US should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If not, the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not-so-distant future. The Fast and the Keiichi
お待たせ
Hinamizawa
しましたで
takeover.
す。
Rika-chan had returned.
職員室に呼ばれるなんて面白くないよな。なんかやったのか？
失礼な。リカはケイイチさんのような不良とは違うでございます。違うよ、ケイイチくん。リカちゃんはお祭りの実行委員さんなの。
祭り？学校の文化祭かなんかの？
ケイちゃん、この前言ったじゃん。村祭りだよ。綿流しのお祭り。
Title card. Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break.
その綿流しって何なんだ？
Title card.
灯籠流しみたいなもんか？
最後に沢に流すってとこだけは同じかな。
傷んで使えなくなったお布団とかとてらとかにね、
padded
ご苦労
cloaks.
様って感謝して供養しながら沢に流すお祭りなの。
The people living in Hinaoizawa dumped their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? Sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. That's what you're focusing on, Keiichi? Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them, sprinkle them a little salt. Oh man, I can smell it already.
それじゃあサマーキャンプですわ。
What did you say that
ケ
out
イチさん
loud?
って意外に想像力貧困でございますのね。
なんで俺がくだらん想像をしたことが分かった？
表情に出てましたです。
What sort of face could have expressed what I'd imagined just now? Rena demonstrated for me. Ah, I see. I see. No argument here. God damn it.
まあそんなに面白いものじゃないけどさ、楽しみにしてりゃいいじゃん。
It's probably a little bit
みんなで
more
行こう。
boring, but
当日は迎えに行くからね。
I don't really feel like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going.
退屈どころか今年もやるぜ。
Did they also detect what he just said? Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What is this all about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably...
若部の夏の風物詩
Oh
渡流
no.
し祭4強爆投。
God drifting 4-demon firefight? What the fuck?
センスねえ。なんだよそのネーミングは。
レナは可愛い名前だと思うけどな。
I tried to object sharply, but Rena looked happy about it. I decided it was pointless to fight it. Why does she think that name's cute, though?
ケイチもいますから、今年は五強爆投になりますです。
Oh, okay, well at least that's where the demons part comes from. Riki-chan made a small correction in light of my presence.
で、この仰々しいネーミングの部活動とお祭りがどう結びつくんだ？
Well, they said the cotton part, so...
日頃部活動で培った実力をご披露するのでございますわ。
その通り。日々の厳しい試練を乗り越えた精鋭中の最精鋭たる我々の実力を。
Oh no.
でも去年は村長さんに怒られたし、
The mayor got mad? What did you guys
今
do?
年は迷惑をかけないようにしないとね。つまり露店巡りをしながら部活動をするわけです。
Riki-chan really is the only one who explains things so they make sense. I see. So we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Rena is right, of course. That would be a reason for the mayor to get angry.
でも楽しいんだよ。
That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without question, fun. The day of the festival is drawing near.
じゃあそれはそれとして
Club activity
今日も
time.
始めようかね、部活動。
I do it. I fucking do it.
なーし。
Our voices rang out in unison.
やっぱり人数が多い時はトランプが一番の王道だよね。まさにこれぞテーブルゲームのベーシック。
また乾杯トランプか？
今日は新品。傷はないから本当に条件は互角。
Ah, no cheating.
本当でございましょうね。そのカード改めさせてもらいますわ。
Oh, that was fair. Just to be safe, everyone check the cards.
これなら大丈夫だよ。
みんな納得した？じゃあ今日はね、大貧民にしようか。5人って人数もいい感じでしょ。
President. Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins. So, Uno? the basic rules, play a better card than the one before. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. But because it's such a well-known game, there are a lot of house rules for it as well. The name, for example. In my hometown, we called it Millionaire.
一応細部を確認しとくぜ。ジョーカーはオールマイティか3は3枚でも革命可能か
ジョーカーはなし。2が最強。革命返しはあり。3でも4枚なきゃ革命不可。
あとね、ゲーム開始時に貧民がいいカードを上納するってルールがあるでしょ。あれはなしなの。
While I was confirming the familiar rules, Santaco looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look more of an amateur. I was more just trying to understand the rules. I've never played this one. I was pretty used to this game. I'm sure you are, Keiichi. It's president and it's with a new deck. Today I might be able to win. I had the gist of the rules now. But that wasn't everything, was it?
今日の罰ゲームは何でございますの？
Death.
それなんだけどさ、
That is her
みんなで何枚かメモに書いて敗者に引かせるってのはどうかな。
Oh, that seemed like it could be interesting. But also potentially horrible.
では、どぎついのを書いてケイチさんに引かせてやりますわ。あんまりひどいのを書くと自分で引いた時大変だよ。
負けなきゃいいってんだろ。
わかってるじゃありませんの。
You're so sassy. My god. Mion handed out several slips of paper to everybody.
じゃあ適当に書いてこのカバンの中に入れて。負けた人はこの中に手を突っ込んで1枚引くってことで。
Oh. Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave.
何もなしって書くのは禁じ手にしましょうです。
Ah, good idea, Rika. Rika-chan's casual suggestion caused Mion's hand to lurch to a sudden halt. That little... Yeah.
ミオンさん卑怯ですわ。何もなしって書いて角を折ってあるんですの。
What a little shit. I see. Just in case you lost, just grab the note with the folded corner and you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her, even though she doesn't stand out. She doesn't stand out. She's like the only normal one of them, who's also a bit too smart. Or crafty, maybe? I don't know.
みんな、あんまり意地悪な罰ゲームはやめようね。
Nobody agreed to Rena's proposal. Everyone was ruthless.
大丈夫だよレナ。負けなきゃいいんだからな。
そうだね。よし、頑張ってレナの罰ゲームをみんなに引かせるぞ。
Rena was quite brutal, even though she usually appeared meek. Better not underestimate her either.
同感ですわ。特にレナの罰ゲームってのがとっても気になるでございます。誰の罰ゲームでも怖いです。
I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like.
つまりこのゲームには負けられないってわけ。ご一同覚悟はいいね。
We all nodded determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins. I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them, both Rika-chan and Satoko played their cards without hesitation. Rena and I were the only ones who paused to think. It seemed that Rena genuinely couldn't make up her mind, but I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike.
あれこれ通るのかよ。じゃあ3出して上がりだぜ。
Oh, he's playing the 3.
いないですの ?8、7、上がりでございます。5と5、上がりますです。じゃあ最後の1枚を捨てて上がりね。
気をしたか。
The loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion. And now I was certain. Today I could win.
じゃあみーちゃん、この中から1枚引いてね。
Mion, accepting her defeat, scrounged around inside the bag and pulled out one piece of paper.
誰これ。書いたやつ誰。
Oh no, Mion quivered and shrieked.
どうなの
Oh no. Rena was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Pat the principal on the head.
ちょっと待て。これがどうやばいんだ？
圭一様気づきませんの？校長先生は頭髪が薄いことを恥ずかしがってますの。
Oh no. Satoko yelled with a serious look on her face. But she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. What could it be?
校長先生は武道の達人なのです。
Oh god.
若い頃は世界を修行して回って武術の奥義を極めきったと豪語してますの。戦後の日本の教育の乱れを憂いて教育者に転校したんだって。
He was human. Pet that guy's head?
部長の私が模範を示さないわけにはいかないね。
This man really came back from martial arts and was like, "You youngsters don't know anything. I must teach you my ways." She bellowed out a yell as she dashed off down the hallway.
静かにこっそり行って穏便に済ます方が有利じゃないのか？
多分無理だよ。だって気配でアメフラシが探せるって言ってたし。
By sensing their presence? Did he like key sense them? I could do nothing but wait with bated breath. Kerpow! A rumble shook the classroom.
校長先生、超奥義発動です。
Okay, just say okay. Oh my god, she hit her with the fucking. He hit her with the goddamn launcher. Now he's gonna do a neutral to like a command grab. What did it skip? Buff pow. Jashin kaboo. Oh my god. Following the launch for that jab strong fierce combo. Oh my god. Neutral jabs. He's using meter. Oh my god.
G 君道だな。
知らないよ。食らいたくないもん。
This man is scary. Nothing I can do now except stay calm. I understood now why there are no delinquents at this school. Cause they all be fucking battered. After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us.
撫でた。これでいい？
Mion said before collapsing.
とりあえず生きてますわね。
Mion now has
は可能でございます
9 broken bones, though.
鬼。
I was amazed the person who made club activities like these could say that.
でもこれで一番おっかない罰ゲームはなく
There ain't
な
no
った
way
ね。
that's the worst penalty. Ain't no way. Rena tried to lighten the mood and was only met with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now.
もう手加減しないからね。あんたたちにも思い知らせてやろうじゃん。
Oh, by all means, Mion. The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell the game had gotten more intense.
S345 あっかり
これで僕も上がりますです。
へへ、俺も上がらせてもらうぜ。
3、これで上がりですの。負けちゃったよ。
And the heavens chose to vanquish Rena.
どんな罰ゲームだろう。どんな罰ゲームだろう。
I'm sure it won't be like horrible. It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking the level of difficulty on Mion's first penalty still made me quiver. And so the penalty she drew with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? Speak like a maid.
なにこれ。これってどうすればいいの？ってことはつまりそういう口調で喋れということではございませんの？はい、ご主人様。
It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome!
じゃあレナ、カードを集めてみんなに配ってくれるかな。
はい、ご主人様。
I could just die right now.
とにかくゲームを続行しよう。なあレナ。
はい、ご主人様。
The eagerness to which I was goading Rena into addressing me as master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself.
うりゃ、もう負けないよ。上がり。
Keiichi, I don't know whether to call you pervert or anything, but
私も絶対負けられないでございますのよ。上がりましたです。
ならこれで俺も上がりだ。
そんな、またレナの負けでございますか？
oh no. Rena again, what kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. Anticipation? Nah, this was conviction. Remove one item of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body.
それはまずいだろう。
Couldn't you just be like, take off your shoes and take off like a hat or like earring or something?
誰だよこんなの書いたの。
I don't think it'll be that bad. My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. Who did write that? God, please give that man a Nobel Prize. Oh my god.
きっとノーベルスケベ賞ですわね。
Not good, not good. What I was thinking about was written on my face. I was going, what the fuck? Mind reader.
みーちゃん。
Rena begged Mion with teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already.
はいはい、甘えない甘えない。負けたら潔く。
わかりました、ご主人様。脱ぎます。
What? I looked around thinking someone else would probably stop her. Of course, I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. I heard the rustling of clothing, the sound of her skirt hitting the ground sent my heart racing.
これでよろしいでしょうか。
Please, for the love of God, be wearing like spats or something. I don't think it's gonna be anything perverted. I looked away like a gentleman. These club activities, you needed to be ruthless after all. Okay.
なんだ。
Okay, thank God. I was a little
ケイ
worried.
イチさん、何を期待してますの？ 下に体操服着てなかったらさすがに脱げませんわ。
Satoko poked fun at me, but right now I can't hear it. Okay, but how did you get the logistics?
ケイちゃんもや
Does
る
that mean
ね。
all of you are wearing your PE clothes under here just on the off chance you drew the card? Keiichi didn't know about that, obviously. Would he just have to go butt, like, in his boxers?
こっちの方向で攻めてくるとはおじさん予想もつかなかったわ。
違う。これは俺が書いたんじゃない。
ご主人様が書いたんじゃないんですか？
Her scoring around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me not to feel anything. Calm down, Keiichi Mayabara. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. You can't fall for a trap after knowing it's a trap. Clear your head. Calm down and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this, and the answer was quite simple.
俺はガーツ
I then became a god. I, who had already entered the domain of godhood, what would dare stand in my way? It was like they were pulled to me magnetically. I pick up aces and twos like nobody's business.
なんでこんなにカード運が悪いんでございますの？
Just beginning to
サトコの
believe.
負けだな。引くぞ。妹口調で喋る。
はい、お兄ちゃん。
Yes! The pleasure of making this brat disgrace herself.
またおじさんの負けじ
ミオンの負けだな。
The way Mion spoke those sentences was... I loved it. It's adorable.
引くぞ。女子スクール水着に着替える。
Okay, why are these so...
ゃん。のー。ケイちゃんに引かせたかった。
Yes. Mion's despair is like sweet honey. She wanted to see
ご主人
Keiichi.
様、また負けちゃいました。
She wanted to see Keiichi in a swimsuit. I don't know how to feel about that.
レナの負けだな。引くぞ。1位に膝枕。
Oh my god, these are getting...
この格好でですか、ご主人様。
Yeah! She's now wearing a skirt, so it's her bare legs. Oh my god, this man is going apeshit.
お兄ちゃん、強すぎですの。
サトコの負けだな。引くぞ。1位にご奉仕。肩でも揉んでもらおっかな。
はい、お兄ちゃん。
ほら、もっと奥まで。冷たてんじゃねえぞ。
Keiichi's going fucking crazy. Oh my god. I had transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. I felt like I could control how the cards played out with my mind and decide what suits would appear just by willing it. By the time I realized it, I had already assembled a harem. Or harem, take your pick. I was laughing haughtily as I rested my head on Rina, who is now a bloomer-clad maid. Satoko was wearing a collar and taking on little sister properties. Mion was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit.
はあ、今日はご主人様は圧勝でございますね。あんまり頭をゴロゴロしないでくださいまし。
I began to think, why does man have no end to his desires? How could I wish more? For more than this palace of dreams. This man is
ど
going...
うしましたですか、ケイチ。
どうして人の欲望には限りがないのか。憂いていたのさ。
That was it. Riki-chan hadn't been in first, but she continued to escape being in last.
ケイイチは欲張りさんですよ。樽を知るとも言いますです。
十分理解してるよ。なんて言うのかな。もう死んでもいいって感じ。
ご主人様、あんまりゴロゴロしないで。死んでもいいですね。叶えて差し上げますですよ。
That's foreboding. Riki-chan said it in her usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war.
いいぞリカちゃん、やっちゃえ。
このドスケベ大魔王をやっつけるでございます。
Okay, you...
僕では勝てないかもしれませんですが、やっつけますですよ。
Okay, to be fair, some of you wrote those and put them in there. So... Such stoicism from this little girl who is always hidden away in Satogo's shadow. It'd probably be rude to not meet her head on. I shall face you myself, little one. Evil ass Keiichi Mehabora. I saw Mion swap a few cards with Riki-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you can defeat Keiichi-sama with just that?
2です。エースエースエースです。88888革命しますです。
Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. Mwahaha. The four of them allied against me. That's it. You're making me laugh.
ありだったよな。革命返しだ。
そんなバカなことがあるわけ。
Satoko let out a shriek. He's too powerful. Mwahaha. You simpletons. Using up all her cards before calling the reversal left Riki-chan with no good cards. She was defeated soon after.
僕の負けです。
Oh.
ついに我が軍門に下ったり。さあ一枚引くぞ。おお。
Oh. Wear cat ears, a bell collar, and a oh, okay. Mwahaha. Even the penalties were as I wished. Riki-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It's questionable as to why such things were in Mion's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask. Oh. This was so... How? Oh my god. I mean, she's adorable. But Keiichi, you fucking goober. What? How does she look in the... Oh. Adorable. Adorable. I felt like I'd become Rena. This was definitely cute. That wasn't me talking, that was the actual Rena.
Me.
Oh. Oh. As Riki-chan mimicked a cat, teary-eyed, rings of smoke escaped from Rita's ears with an audible poof. That was adorable.
ちゃん、お持ち帰り、お持ち帰り。ちょっとだけだよ。変なことはしないんだよ。しないんだよ。
Oh no.
そうか、その手が残ってたか。
Mion gasped and dropped her fist into an open palm.
レナがどうしてもって言うなら、僕はお持ち帰りされちゃうです。
Oh no.
レナさんにケイイチさんが倒せたらですわ。
Oh no. Oh no. They thought that Rena in Keiichi mode would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Imposing means the same as opposing God. I teach them their place. Keiichi, I'm not so
証
sure.
拠罪だ。レナなど返り討ちに。
For a moment, I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Rena's hand like the machinations of a master magician. She's gonna lose. Or he's gonna lose, sorry. In the middle of these flowing cards was Rena's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around.
やろケイイチくん、早く早く。
Oh no, my whole body knew it already. I was going to lose. You never stood a chance.
出ない出ないのケイちゃん。ならこれであっかり。
Everyone cheered. I was spent.
悔いはないさ。神様、短い夢をサンキューな。
さあ、引くでございますよ。ケイイチさんの罰ゲーム、これですわ。
Everybody peeked at it in unison, gazes flickering between the text and my face.
今日一日はしゃがせてもらったからな。何でもやるぜ。内容は何だ？
全部。
All what?
あ？
Every penalty up until now. Oh.
なんだそりゃ！
That is evil. That is like...
ケイイチさん、言葉遣いが弟属性になっていませんでしたよ。
はい、お姉ちゃん。
うわー、これはやみつきになるでございますわ。
Oh no.
あと肩も揉んでもらいますわよ。ケイイチくん、膝枕はいいからレナにもね。
はい、ご主人様。
ケイイチくん、それすごくかわいい。もっと言って。
ああ、もうお許しください、ご主人様。
Rena passed out with a squeal, blood smearing from her nose like a fountain. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat.
次はおじさんだね。まずはのんびりとうちわで仰いでもらおうかな。
Foosh foosh.
あ、そうか。これも着ないとダメだよね。スクール水着。
それ女子用だろ。俺は男子用でいいんじゃないのか？
No, she really wants to see you in the
ここ
girls'
にちゃ
one.
んと女子スクール水着に着替えると明記してございますわ。
Sadako was like a lone shark. Actually, me trying to escape reality as soon as humanly possible is pretty adorable if I did say so myself.
だって誰のスクール水着を着るんだよ。嫌だろ？俺なんかに着られたら。
あ、おじさんそういうのは全然気にしないから。いいじゃん、役得でさ。私スタイルすっごく悪いからケイちゃんでも着れないことないと思うよ。
The executioners surrounded me, waggling their fingers.
いや。
Oh no. My first thought, it's tighter on the waist. Second thought, the chest area is pretty loose. Third thought, the crotch area was, oh, a bit tight, I see.
ケイイチくん、かわいいかわいい。あとこれに猫耳と首輪と尻尾をつけて完成しますです。
ケ
Oh.
イちゃん、鏡見る？いやマジすごいって。
They're really
多
into
分見といた方がいい。
The stern, scientific, calculating nature mixed in with her fascination made Mion very scary.
遠慮します、ご主人様。
これで出来上がりですわね。このままの格好で下校するってのもあればよかったですのに。
じゃあ、もういいかい？着替えてさ。
I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulders and Rika-chan slipped up behind me without a sound.
まだです、ケイチ。一番最初にやった罰ゲームが残ってますです。
Oh, no.
この格好でか？
Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word. You're going to die.
うおっす！失礼します！
Oh, no.
入りたまえ。
Does the principal have a model? Doesn't seem so. I stepped forwards into the principal's office. My bell collar jingled adorably. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In this sacred place of study, specifically in this office. Though I said excuse me as I entered, the sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar and tail, and for it to be a young male student, without a doubt any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold. But this could be explained. We'll call it uncanny valley, camouflage if you will. When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming, oh, this is a human. Meaning that if he could not comprehend what is in front of him, then those moments before he could fully begin to process the situation, his mind was completely blank. That was my one and only chance for victory. My penalty, rubbing the principal's head.
こっちよー！勝負！
As a shing sound echoed loudly, he went straight for his special move. Dude, he's ulting off the bat. He's hitting the super. The principal said one thing to me.
男とは何ぞや。
What does it mean to be a man? And in a heartbeat, poof! Raging demon. That tremor resounded through the Hinami-sama Twilight. Oh my god, he did hit her with a fucking raging demon. Oh my god. That was... part of me is kind of glad we didn't have a sprite of Keiichi dressed in that outfit. But part of me is also wondering how comedic it could have been. Alrighty. Rena was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they'd headed home together. Very pleased. Once again today, it was just Mion and I going home.
いやー、白熱したね。ケイちゃんがあんなに大貧民が強いとは思わなかった。
いや、俺自身が一番驚いてるよ。
If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong.
しかし、ひってえ目にあった。あんな姿で担架で運ばれた日にゃ、松代までの恥だ。
でもいいじゃん。7台は自慢できるくらいいい目も見たんだし。
How? Well, when she says it like that, we both smiled at each other.
おやまた会ったね、ケイチ君。
What is Tomitaki-san? Or San? San. Felt like I'd been running into him quite often.
どうも。いい写真は撮れてますか？
ま、そこそこにね。で、
Tomitaki-san suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear.
しかし、ケイチ君も隅に置けないな。
You know it, Keiichi only hangs out with the prettiest girls.
今日はこの間とは違う彼女かい？
そういうんじゃないですよ。
とぼけないとぼけない。 若いうちは経験が大事なんだからな。
Tomitaki, oh my god, this man. Because Tomitaki-san let out such a crude laugh, Mion knew what we were talking about even without hearing his whispering.
富武のおじさまだってなかなか隅に置けないって噂ですけど。
いや、僕はそんなつもりで。
はいはい。お仕事頑張っていい写真いっぱい撮ってくださいな。バイバイ。
Oh my god. Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this loud quickly. From the way she spoke, it seemed as if Mion knew Tomitaki-san quite well.
おじさまは今年は綿流しまで滞在ですかな。
Teleport.
うん、そのつもりだよ。お祭りを一通り撮影したらまた東京に帰るよ。
カメラマンってやつは本当に気楽な商売ですこと。早くでっかい賞を取って有名になってくださいよね。今期逃してまで写真撮影に熱中してるんだから。
そんなことはないと思うな。男は味噌汁から味が出るんだよ。
味噌から味が出てどうすんですか、バッチーナ。
ん？あおっと、そろそろ宿に戻らないと暗くなっちゃうな。
Man is so awkward with. He doesn't know what to say. He's like, I just need to fucking leave. Tomitaki-san gonna take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion.
じゃあお二人ともお祭りでまた会おうね。
After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomitaki-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi.
あんな調子で本当に有名になれんのかね。個展開いたら私の写真展示してもらう約束になってんだけど。
ミオンは富武さんのことを知ってるんだ。
うん、知り合いっていうかほら、ここじゃよそ者はすぐ分かっちゃうからね。
昨日今日会ったばかりという感じじゃなかったな。
富武さんね、結構ちょくちょくひなみ沢に来るんだよ。年に2、3回くらいかな。
2 to 3 times a year. We've seen him pretty frequently.
季節の風
Recently.
景や野鳥を撮影してるんだってさ。
Like as he's staying in the city
大した写真じゃないんだろうけどね。
or town. The image Mion painted of Tomitaki-san was fairly unique. Tomitaki-san I knew was more mysterious. Words flowed naturally from my mouth.
富武さんって本当に野鳥撮影で来てるのかな。
I don't think he is. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask, why do you say that?
なんかこう撮影以外の目的で来てるようなさ、そんな気がしないか。
Like, about that incident, the dismemberment.
やっぱりそう思う？だとしたらいい感してるよ、ケイちゃん。
She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it.
知ってるのか、ミオン。
もうね他のみんなはひょっとすると気づいてないかもしれないけど、このおじさんの目はごまかせないしね。
Mion was posturing pretentiously, but I'd easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. It felt like all the apprehensions I had about Tomitaki-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk.
どうしたの、ケイちゃん。
日暮らしの声ってさ、こんなにも気持ちいいものだったんだなって。
ケイちゃん、何を今さら。
We both continued to giggle, not knowing
レ
why.
ナは今頃どうしてるかな。リカちゃんを思う存分可愛がれたのかな。
Indeed.
今頃は夕食を振る舞うから遊びにおいでって誘ってる真っ最中だよ。
うまく持ち帰れるといいな。
どうだろうね。リカちゃんってあれでなかなかうまいから。
ああ、それは同感。頭を撫でる罰ゲーム。あれ、きっとリカちゃんだぜ。
私も同感。校長先生の頭を撫でられるのはリカちゃんだけだし。
Just pointless chit chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. Okay. Before we read this, I agree with Keiichi that I think Tomitaki-san isn't there for taking photos. I think he's either some sort of private investigator, detective type, or he just has some personal stake in Hinamizawa, maybe like a lover or someone disappeared here, family. And he's slowly been investigating them over time. Under the pretense of photography. Because he looks like he's potentially ex-military. He probably is ex-military. Which, depending on if he's like Japanese, Defense Force or whatever, or external, or just, some other form of military, seems pretty smart. He's doing his best to, like, sort of investigate. I think he knows there's something, like, weird about this place. Like, mainly just because, like, everyone is so hush-hush about that murder. Even, like, children that would have had, like, no involvement. Like, both Rena and Mion have, cut down all conversation about the dismemberment. And in, like, the first interactions with Tomitaki-san, he was sort of, like, I feel like he's probing Keiichi to see if he could, like, trust Keiichi. And Keiichi was, like, joking, obviously. But he might have hurt, like, Tomitaki's little, like, trust. I'm thinking maybe down the road they'll interact more. Maybe we'll get some information from him. But, he's definitely, like, an interesting character. We're greeting the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Watanagashi is finally upon us. Watanagashi. Anyway. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for the assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. Okay, so we're reading like I guess a community note, so it is like a piece of paper or something. Collecting bizarre goods. Villagers are welcome to put their wares on show at the well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition. Anything is welcome, from unconsumed gifts to used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management, Makino, phone number. Recruiting Little Festival Drum Dancers. The renowned Little Festival Drum Dancers group, known for its careful choreography, the Shofu Society is taking last-minute participants. We're looking for any Showboat elementary and middle schoolers. Management, Kimiyoshi. Telephone, taking donations, oh my god. We're accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you'll be awarded a refreshment stand ticket. Management, Sonozaki. Oh, Mion's family. We're always taking suggestions for ways to improve the festival. If you have an interesting idea, call Kimiyoshi at 27305. Yeah. Anyway. Or 270, or whatever it is, the song. There's a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below the cut line. Sweet. I can buy one Coca-Cola. Okay, so only one. Only one. So, another fluff chapter. Got a little bit of useful information at the end. More little cute character stuff. I gotta really pick this up. I took a minor break because I had some external stuff I've been working on, but I'm loving it so far. The little bit of cracks of like weird happenings keeps pulling me in, and I'm just more curious on what is happening here. Maybe I'm sure there'll be some sort of interesting conclusion for at least this, like, the first game, you know, at the festival. I'm sure the festival is going to be either the climax or almost like a cliffhanger potentially for the second game, which of course I have all the games. I plan on doing the full series, or at least the full mainline series. But yeah, I think this was a good chapter. This is definitely a good place to leave this off. Probably gonna try to play this in a couple of days, so it might be, yeah, it'll probably be August by then. But as per usual, I hope everyone has a great day, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see y'all again in the next episode.